Paco Podcast. Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast. Midnight Paco Podcast.
What is the key to a happy relationship?
What's going on, man?
You got it, bro.
Yo, what's going on, people? You can find me at Justin Fuller Comedy on Instagram.
And I am the _great_ Corey, Coree. Or you can find us both on the Midnight Paco Podcast on Instagram.
That's right.
And this dude has a website.
Yes, I do, people. JustinFullerComedy.com. Check it out. Got the Justice League page. My man Cool C's on there. You can check out his info. Takes the link right to him. We're gonna get it, spruced up a little bit.
Yeah, my website is under construction.
That's right.
It'll be coming soon.
Get it.
All right, go ahead and smash that subscribe button.
Hit the like. Get the algorithms going. Tell your peoples. Tell your friends. We appreciate everybody, every one of you, more than you can think. No.
That's right. We do.
That's what's up.
This episode of the Midnight Paco Podcast brought to you in part by the Acumen Paralegal Services. Help you help yourself the legal way. The services that they offer is they help with documents that need to be typed, guardianships, probate, divorce, wills and trust, complaints, business organization, financial planning, and legal research and writing. Go ahead and give them a call at 216-727-0049 or 216-456-2000. Michelle White will get you right.
That's right.
What's going on?
Not a whole lot. This is a very eventful time in Cleveland, Ohio. That's where we are located.
That's right.
The Midnight Paco Studios is actually located in Cleveland, Ohio, and this is the All-Star Weekend. So there's a lot of stars in town and a lot of things going on.
That's right. I know. And the sad thing is I don't go downtown a lot. You know what I'm saying? I avoid all that shit, man, for the most part, just because of no money. Usually no money. You know what I mean? Costs a lot of money to go downtown.
It just costs to be downtown.
Yeah, parking, all that.
It costs to just be downtown. So
yeah. And this today, I know it's going to be past everything. This is my son's birthday today. Happy birthday, son.
Happy birthday.
They ain't going to know about it. It's going to be afterwards. But, yeah. Got to see him today. It's good times, Unfortunately. Yeah. Another funeral in the family, people. Life thing, man. It's just been rough. Life's rough, man. All you people out there that complain about the littlest things, just know. That shit can end in a minute.
Yep.
So appreciate those around you, especially in these times. You know what I'm saying? But off the doom and gloom. Everybody, it's good to see, fam. Although, I'll tell you, once again, man, you got to find bright lights in every situation. You know what I'm saying? So I got to meet older relatives that I didn't know about as far as growing up as a kid. And he gave me information as far as the family tree that goes back to a certain amount. I don't think it goes back to Italy yet. I think he said it stops basically as they got here or something like that. But still gave me enough information to try and dig a little further. So it's cool to know you got some relatives out there. Shout out to all my relatives that I ain't going to say last name.
Why not?
I guess Giannoni. Yeah, because if you don't know, it's out there. Out in the other world, yeah, that's right. Yeah, what am I thinking?
Yeah, you might have some viewers in Italy.
Yeah.
That know the Giannoni family.
This is true. I wonder if they dropped the N and the I, he said, or something like that. But either way, it was Giannoni. Yeah, so yeah, it's dope. You know what I mean? I always told them because my cousins, their last name's Giannoni, mine's Fuller. And I was like, man, that's always because the Italian and mob, and I'm like, that's a dope ass name, dog. I got Fuller. I was like, but shout out to my daddy, because even their history, you go look back. I was showing him.
Giannoni's on your mom's side?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. My grandfather was born here, but my great grandparents came over from Italy, and I think they had a daughter with them too at that point. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. stuff's foggy, man. That's why when I hear people say, get out of here, go back to your own country, it's like most motherfuckers came from other countries.
Exactly.
We were just lucky enough to be born here once they got here. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's so frustrating that that's one thing that people want to complain about. It's like, we're all here. For one, people came here and took it over. The fact that we're here, and we also know the history and how it became the way it is and this and that, as far as how rich it became because of the, work of slaves and everything that they just took over and all that. Unfortunately, but we're here. It's built. We're all, civilized. We try to be to the extent of,
It's also been revealed that, all of us wasn't brought over from Africa. There's a lot of black people already here.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, people traveled well before Columbus.
So, I mean, I just wish they would stop miseducating the children, myself included. Just tell us the truth.
Well, that's the problem. And they were actually, it's kind of funny because it almost seems like people's conversations and things line parallel thinking. Because, how we always have conversations kind of like on, how they should teach in schools and this and that. And you always hear other podcasts talk about it. And it's actually, they were basically because of, how things are going now. It's like, at what point you should teach kids certain chunks. Because, of course we know how Thanksgiving really isn't a good thing. Maybe they shouldn't teach it at all. As far as, that's the problem. Because, they get in school, kindergarten, they do like crafts. Where they put their hands and make the turkey right. And, do all that. So it's something to get into the holiday spirit. I get it. So you keep teaching them that. But at a certain point, because they build it up, but it's also not a good thing. It was a treaty, yes, but it was basically a forced one, or else they're going to just keep killing, the Native Americans.
And it was very sinister behind it.
Yeah, definitely.
Exchange of gifts.
Right.
With sinister intentions.
I mean, not all have been proven that way, have they? As far as, like, I know they gave, they said, I don't know if it's been proven, as far as they gave them things laced with smallpox. I just think they brought the disease with them. And
that part,
yeah.
Too, but I'm just saying, I'm sure the deception was there.
Oh, of course, man. Come on now. I mean, that could be the first part of, like, chemical warfare or, like, biological.
Yeah, it don't surprise me.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was a disease. They had it, and obviously they were susceptible to it.
Yeah, it don't surprise me. But,
Dude, that's the problem. We don't know. And that's why I was talking to Vaughn. Shout out to Vaughn. We were talking about how, I was like, because he's young, and I was like, it just sucks when you get older and you realize everyone you thought that knew something really don't know shit. And when everyone thinks they know stuff, everyone thinks we have it figured out. But everyone's just guessing. It's all hypothesis. I mean, most stuff, certain things are definitive, obviously. But I'm just saying, man, people who are in positions of power who are running things don't obviously know everything and the best things, obviously, and how they should run things. In the most part, some of them are puppets, and they're just going along with the structure and the flow of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's pretty tough. It's a lot of people that say, and I agree with you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, until you're actually in that position, will you know the ins and outs or how tough it is or what to release and what not to release, and certain things you think that should be just released and it would cause
panic.
Yeah.
Oh,
just as something as simple as the name of our podcast. I pretty much already told you what the reactions were going to be.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just a small example of how something can go.
Yeah. Definitely.
If you put out the truth about American history.
Right. Oh, yeah. I mean, to this point, it's not bad because, unfortunately, it's already happened. But the best thing that could come from that would be to move further. And then it could also dive into how to change these problems. But the problem is it exposes everything, and it's never going to change because the problems are still set in place. You got to
tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth of what happened, what really happened. Tell the truth.
But what I'm saying is, even if they do, that I mean, yeah, they need to do that so we know. What I'm saying is, yes, because it's already happened. And most people know. The most people that are paying attention to other conversations and I don't want to say seek out it, but you seek out stuff when you're watching conversations on things, obviously. So people who want to know. They should teach it at a certain level, though, is what they were talking about. Basically, you could talk about the dinner and everything, but also as you get older, more able to comprehend as far as instead of saying, like, when they're in kindergarten, like, this is what happened to the Native Americans' children. You know what I mean?
Well,
they came over and slaughtered them. It's not just it's better.
I understand what you're saying.
The turkey's better than that, is what I'm getting at.
I understand, but just be honest about everything. So
yeah.
If you were honest about everything from the beginning,
kids would have a different perspective, obviously.
And some kids do.
Yeah.
Some kids do explore and do their own research,
and they wake up and understand how
they understand at a young age.
Yeah.
They have so much access to different information that wasn't accessible to us.
I know.
We had encyclopedias that we had to look up.
And I didn't look in none of those motherfuckers, yeah. Not a one.
Not a one encyclopedia.
No.
I did because I did reports, and I did a report on a cobra.
Okay.
Or was it? It was a mongoose, I think. I did some book reports. I hated doing those.
I mean, I did them, but I did them like a cheap way. I used to just write the synopsis kind of like on the back of the book. I used to get free, you get pizza from Pizza Hut. Like if you did so many book reports, like you used to get like a pan pizza from Pizza Hut. I used to go up there and get my little 4-ass piece of pan pizza and sit there and play Pac-Man on the, I used to have the Pac-Man.
Off of book reports?
Huh?
Off of book reports?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was like like I said, barely read any of those books. It was just like the cheap, easy way through it.
Yeah.
I did it a few times.
Yeah. I mean, it was like, they have so much access to information.
Oh, definitely.
They can watch things on YouTube and things like that. And not saying all of it's true, but if you don't have anything to contest it, who's going to say it's not true?
Oh, yeah.
Like the information that they find. Like some people swear by Wikipedia. But Wikipedia is something that I could go in there and put some stuff.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. Well, the
Cordell Respress was the first black Superman in Cleveland, Ohio. He can leap from a.
Well, that's what they say. I mean, there's a lot of
whatever.
things that were lost in history because people burned it or went and defaced other things that were
Yeah, sure.
etched in stone and tried to like erase people out of history that
Right,
way. And
sure.
There's always been the cover-ups, man. And why do you think the Vatican has so many things from different countries and secrets hidden deep into the vaults?
like a lot of the pictures of the black saints, they don't ever want people to see those.
Of course, no.
Like I never even knew there were black saints.
I didn't either until you just put it out there like that. But why wouldn't there be? It wasn't just white people on this earth. You know what I'm saying?
All of those. I mean,
if you think about it, really.
Well, I mean, it's.
There's never.
I mean,
even when, dude, it's just, go ahead.
It's just like how dare a black person be a saint? They'll mess up the whole program that they got going on. Good guys wear white hats, black guys wear the black, and this, that, and other.
Yeah,
it's always this. Black is bad, black is evil. No way in the world can a saint be a black person.
Right. I wonder why that all just started. And how it became, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously, if we evolved the way they say we evolved and everything, we would have. I mean, there's going to be arguments and anything, but to like try and, what happened? You guys are a different area. What? As we were losing hair, and if they say that's how it happened, instead of, I'm just.
I don't know, man.
I mean, obviously, I believe we evolved, but I'm just saying there may have been.
Evolved from what?
Well,
something that's still here
that they tinkered with the DNA from is what I'm saying. The initial tinkering, and then we evolved from that species which they created is what I'm getting at. Aliens, yes, people. I don't care, man. This whole evolved from, like I said. There's still primates all over the place. If we all evolved from that, I know there's runoffs. I get it. So I don't know. It's a slippery slope. they said the best like proof and all that is etched in stone. It's etched in stone. I mean, who makes up stories about Anunnakis coming down from planets, Nibiru? These are some good storytellers. If this is well before like Egyptian times, you know what I'm saying? These some good storytellers is all I'm getting at. To say that they came down. The crazy thing is, and these are all from Ancient Aliens people. You can check out the episodes. Dope ass information. People, they mock it all the time, but they put the stuff together very well. And just the stuff they show as far as, evidence. Obviously I can't translate it, but the first two people they kind of created translated into Adam and Eve. So it's come on, man. There's so many just weird, crazy things that, like you said, they probably know that they just won't say. People swear we're being ran by lizard people.
I don't know.
You remember the show V?
Yeah, I do. That was one of my favorite shows.
I forgot about it until I seen it. I'm like, man, the fuck, they were thinking about lizard people back then too.
Well, like I said, they always they've always entertained us with the truth. And if you don't understand what I mean by that, but just look at an episode of Star Trek, how they communicated.
Mm-hmm.
And so if we were comparing like times to how they communicated to where we are now, we're more advanced than Star Trek right now.
Yeah, they just had the teleportation thing
that it hasn't been exposed yet.
That we know of, yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't been exposed, but
Right. Oh, I always say anytime you see shit in movies, that's why I said like that Ready Player One.
Mm-hmm.
I love that movie because I see that happening so soon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've never messed with the Oculus or the Vibe or whatever, but the porn on the little cheap ass. If it's as close as real as they can make, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man.
I have an Oculus.
How dope is it?
It's pretty dope.
I
When I got it, I was saying that I can see myself easily like doing it all day, like wearing.
Oh yeah.
Not going anywhere, watching TV and everything on the Oculus. Only thing is I don't know if it's the pressure from the goggles or the elastic around my head gives me a headache.
It's probably from your eyes trying to
focus.
Yeah, probably.
Like it's certain games I wear. Certain games I played.
Or all the above.
And it suggested that you like they have like a helmet feature. And what the helmet does, it makes you have like vision like you have a helmet, like with a barrier on it, and if without people complain that it messes with they get dizzy and stuff. Like it's a roller coaster shooting game. It's pretty dope.
Roller coaster shooting game.
Yeah, it's dope.
I know. I was like, man, I need to get me one of those modes.
Yeah, and you, I've watched comedy shows.
That's what I heard. People go and watch comedy, like real stand up or whatever, and like in the crowd or something like that. Look around, and they're like right there.
I was like, I don't know if those people were aware. But it was like a chick next to me.
And you're
with a dude. And they were doing things with their hands. And I was listening to the comedy, but watching them. Like it's like I'm sitting next to him. Like, just like I'm.
Yeah.
And if you said it just right, it looks like you're actually sitting next to the person. Like, versus, like, sometimes you could set the parameters and things in the room and you might be slightly higher.
Okay.
But sometimes you could sit it just right and you like right there.
Yeah. Where you're looking and this dude's like right next to you.
Lightweight.
That's that porn, man.
And I'm looking at them, and he was cuffing her and everything. And I'm like, all up on her. And,
Yeah.
There's a couple of scenes I'll be looking at the audience and stuff.
I wonder if somebody's like sitting there just filming it, like
it's like this robotic looking device, and then the comedian comments on it, like, they're constantly saying, this is virtual reality, because I guess people looking at it's either a guy with a pole or it's like equipment set up there.
Okay, and so they're looking at it in the crowd.
Yeah,
and so
they
he
see
has
it.
So they talk about it. All right.
Gotham is the series that I was watching. Gotham in New York.
All right.
Pretty dope because it's like they're right in front of, like, right in front of you, like up on a little platform.
It's
real dope.
That's cool, man. See, yeah, because Red Band, who works, he was first with Joe Rogan, now he works with Tony Hinchcliffe on Kill Tony.
Mm-hmm.
He's always talking about being in virtual reality and doing stuff in there.
What's his name? Red Band?
Red Band.
Red Band.
Yeah. He was always like the computer guy behind all that. But he does comedy out there in Austin with all them. And,
Okay.
You know, part of all that stuff. He has his own like production thing. And
That's dope.
yeah. Yeah, All-Star weekend's going on, man.
Yeah.
What we doing? You gonna try and do something tomorrow?
I don't know.
Yeah. It's rough, man. It's just these times. The weather's back and forth.
Yeah, the weather's terrible.
It's fucking horrible, man.
I saw where Fat Joe and DJ Envy was at my son's old school, St. Martin de Porres. I think they donated some drums or something. I don't know, some instruments. I don't know.
What connection do they have there?
Doing something nice for the city. You know
Oh,
what I'm
okay.
saying?
All right. I thought maybe because certain like schools, people been there, went there, or
Right.
had some connection,
No,
daughter, or
no,
anything.
Fat Joe's like a product of New York.
Oh, okay.
One of the country
Yeah,
stars,
yeah.
younger country stars. I don't know his name. He donated money to the Boys Club on Broadway, so he was checking that out today, I think. So that's dope.
Okay.
I don't know what his connection is, but,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
But that's dope. You know, the stars are here. They're definitely here in the city. It's a good look for the city. I think the All-Star basketball game was either going on now or
I think it's tomorrow.
the.
To Saturday,
I
right?
meant to say the celebrity basketball.
Yeah.
game.
Okay. Yeah. I know they were doing like the dunk contest and that. Was that?
Yeah, I think that's the celebrity basketball is going on today, and it's actually Friday.
Yeah. So this is gonna be over after everything. I'll be forgetting about that.
Yeah.
So it should be. Yeah. Hey man, hopefully it's good for the city. You know, we
Yeah.
should. I mean, it all depends. We'll see how things work out. I know I got to work tomorrow, but you know.
I hope
we'll
you know.
see.
I hope the spotlight is on Cleveland, and I know we're going to do well.
It's funny because when they won the championship and they had the parade downtown, my son was in town. Just so happened he was in town during that, so he got to go downtown and experience that whole thing.
Lucky him, because I was at work.
Right? I mean, I wouldn't have been down there anyway. Just too many people and just,
I would have wanted to go.
well, I was never a fan. You know me, I'm not from here, so it wasn't
I know,
a big
but
deal.
I wanted to go, but I kept some of the dissolving confetti.
Oh, did you? You have a little bit stored away?
It's like a couple of pieces.
Yeah.
It was confetti that was made to dissolve.
Oh, really? Like over time, just disappear? How?
Well, as soon as it rained, you know.
Oh, okay.
Like the
Okay.
maroon and gold confetti. It was dropping over where we worked at, the place that we used to work at.
Okay, really? That far over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, where was the parade?
Downtown.
Damn.
Yeah.
So it just blew over that shit over there. See,
And I saw it. I'm like, damn, that's the only thing.
get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
So that's kind of cool,
Yeah,
then.
people were walking from our job to go to the parade.
Wow.
Because parking was terrible.
Yeah, and it's not that far as long as you got there early. I mean, it's far, but
It would probably be smart to park in our parking lot and then walk down.
yeah. You know, especially prices, like you said, and then like you said, no parking whatsoever at that point. There was
Right.
what, a million. Tons of muffs down there.
from all
man.
over.
Yeah, oh, of course. Yeah, because that was a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's like tonight, yeah, like you said, all celebs, or, this weekend
They
anyway.
here. But
Yeah.
it's like, sorry the weather wasn't better for you guys.
Well, that's Cleveland. That's
Yeah.
up north, man. That's around this time. That's why they'll never have a Super Bowl, like, around this area,
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but that's just... They want a good game for the Super Bowl, so it's always going to be now mostly indoors in a dome or dome-like effects where they can close the roof or keep it open depending on the weather. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Jive told me that, shout out to Jive.
Shout out to Jive.
He told me that the net blew off, and so they had events planned there.
At Top Golf?
Yeah.
Wow.
So those were canceled.
Mm.
It wasn't like those lames was gonna be hitting past the net anyway.
Right?
But I guess you had to.
I mean, it's...
I don't know. You got some NBA players, like maybe if Jordan was in town, he could probably reach the net.
And I was like, man, what if wind catches it and blew a ball onto the highway?
That's why
that would cause some problems, yo.
That is why when the net blew down, they said, "Okay, no Top Golf."
Wow.
If
When
I
did
was
that
out there,
happen?
they wouldn't even worry about it. They were like, "Look, the deers aren't even scared of me." At the driving range, I'm out there hitting balls, and there's deers. I see the deers, and they look up and see who's hitting. They're like, "Oh fuck."
He ain't worried about this guy.
This balls will not even reach out here.
You
Like,
see his swing? Get out of town with that
Basically.
shit.
yeah, I think it may have happened maybe yesterday or so. I just talked to Jack.
Okay.
Well, I texted him today. So.
Shit, I hit the fence at the driving range a couple times.
Have you hit the net at Top Golf?
No, I've never been there yet.
Okay.
I got a gift card from my son I need to take.
Yeah.
I want to plan on it, but it's just like anytime I want to. It's right now the weather's bad. Last year I didn't get a
But
chance.
you could do it. You know, they still doing it right now.
It's heated, yeah, the way they have it. But it's like, come on, man, I ain't trying to go in it. I'm trying to enjoy it, you know what I mean? Unless you plan on it. But I was thinking about going over like during the day one time, like when I ain't working.
Right.
If he was working. And you
I
had
think it'll be
off,
cooler at night
Definitely probably cooler at night.
because of the shit. You know, you can see the targets and things light up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
I want to go check it out, man. I want to get into more golfing, you know? Now that I know you do lightweight.
I try real hard, but you know,
I mean, I'm not good. It's not about being good. It's about going out and golfing. It's fun.
I hear you. Any good series that is on Netflix or TV that you're watching?
My dad told me about Yellowstone.
Yellowstone Park.
No, just Yellowstone.
But is it about Yellowstone Park?
No, it's about like somebody was talking about it. They said it's like the mafia in the Old West.
Okay.
I guess Kevin Costner's in it. I have no idea.
All right. That's
But
cool.
he was talking to me about. It was funny because we were sitting there last night, you know, because I got up there last night, and we're sitting in the living room. They were putting on. And my mom was like, "Put on that show," and I'm like, "Look at you guys, you got shows." You know, they were watching. What was it called? Ghosts.
I got excited for a minute. I thought you were going to say that show, and it was the Midnight Paco.
Oh
podcast.
hell no, no,
Okay.
my mom. Yeah, I wish, Mama, Daddy.
I was like, wow, you guys are watching the podcast. That is so dope.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Midnight Paco, get it.
Midnight Paco podcast.
But yeah, they were. I'm like, look at you got shows. I was like, I don't watch shit.
Yeah.
My wife watches shows.
Right.
Most of them are vampire based. You know, I've watched all those things by osmosis by sitting next to her while I'm doing other things.
Creating.
Most likely, yeah, because I can sit now that I got the last, you know, I can do certain things on there, but the other one I have to do a lot of the like visual, you know, effects. But yeah, so I don't watch shit. I listen to podcasts, conversations. I try and take in knowledge, but you know.
Shout out to Tyrone. He told me about a
Tyrone.
series that I cannot think of, but it's with the comedians. Something Club. It's on Netflix. Club. Something.
That's
Everybody's talking about it.
okay. It's about what comedians though?
All the comedians, Steve Harvey and Sid, and
DL.
I think so. I don't know.
Are they having like a series on it? Or like so they're doing
It's
so
a
many.
It's a documentary about something. It's some comedy documentary. I'm not sure, but I was actually watching the Kanye West trilogy.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about it. My son was telling me about it. I was like, nah, I haven't checked it out.
Yeah, I mean it's I think it's a great one to look at. I've only saw the first one,
Okay.
and it was pretty interesting to see what he went through. Kanye West.
My son lightweight made it seem like he was like dogging his mom
I didn't see that.
because I don't know what episode he was talking. He said that they went back to their old place
Yeah, he did go back to that.
and he was like, I basically raised myself or some shit. So you did see that.
No, his mother was.
Sucked up.
His mother said when he was younger, the school was across the street,
Mm.
and she went to go get him, and Kanye was yelling at her like, "I don't need you."
Damn.
Like, I don't need you.
I mean, as a kid, you realize. I mean, you do, but man, I was never in my house until
Yeah.
I had to go to bed or eat. as a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like with my son, when it's weird. That's how nerfed we are as a society. Because even with my son, I was lightweight, helicopter, not too much.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be like, go play, you know.
Yeah,
but
get out
at
of
the
here.
same time, I was like, where you at? What you doing? You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
watching over him like that. But man, when we were growing up as kids, I mean, my parents.
I can't find it. I can't think of it either. But yeah, I want to watch that too.
The comedy one. Well, that's
Yeah.
always good to watch, man, because even like I said, even these podcasts, it's all information. A lot of them have comedians on there, and they all talk about their experiences.
Mm-hmm.
All talk about going up for the first time. All talk about the same shit we go through dealing with other comedians and things of that nature. And this
Which
and
I
that.
think is ridiculous.
It is, but like you said, man, people have ego. They do. Like Kanye. You know, you said he was practicing his, you know, imagine all the hate he was getting. Lightweight, you know, understandably, but at the same time, like you said, look where it got him. You know what I'm saying? You got to believe in
hip
yourself.
hop, it's a competitive thing. That's what it started with. You bragging on your DJ, how dope your DJ is. You bragging on you, the things that you do.
Right.
That's what hip hop is. So Kanye just happens to be great at it.
Yeah, well, more so beats. I mean, he's good. He's not terrible at rhyming or nothing like that. He's had some good songs, you know what I mean. But
he if you see the documentary,
Yeah.
you will see.
I got respect for him as far
There
as
was a lot of songs that he had his hands in that you didn't even know.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, he wasn't like I said. He was a producer too. He helped produce a lot of stuff.
A young,
you know what I mean?
young dude.
Yeah. And that's why I said kudos. I mean, it's just the ego thing that drives me. It's tough. I understand you need it sometimes in certain environments, but you ain't got to be a dick. And I don't know that he is.
You think he would be a dick?
No, I don't know that he is. But
Yeah.
some people allow it to be, and they become one. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I think
You
he
know.
would probably Tommy Rocker us all day.
Yeah, well.
Shout out to Tommy Rocker.
Shout out to Tommy Rock. Yeah, possibly. But, like I said, you got the ideas that he has aren't bad ones. Like the school he has, I think they do everything like in how they have garden. And the food from the garden is what they serve, and you know what I mean, and everything's like run hydro and all that. Dope that he's doing a lot of things, and he has great ideas, and that can stem and help, be like a model. You know what I mean. That's what they need to do. Certain things, certain places. Just take a city and try and revamp it. Try it. Take one of the worst cities, Detroit, Chicago. Some of these, cities that are like run down.
Shout out to Detroit. Shout out to Chicago.
I'm just saying, they got death rates. You know what I'm saying?
So does Cleveland.
For sure. I'm not saying they can't do it here either. I'm just saying, like, those
Yeah,
are
I'm
number
just saying,
one
yeah.
spots that aren't the greatest that you hear about. So fix it. Zone in as America and say, okay, we need to start fixing the problems and start pinpointing and start going in and working as like a base model. The problem is when you try and change things, it's never, you know what I mean? Change is so hard to, but it has to be in a good way. Create gardens in like little areas, with parks and things of that, provide things in communities and try and help build camaraderie instead of, you know what I mean? It's so hard, man.
First you would have to, like, I think if you explained, like, what the purpose of this is, like, why it's important to, or what the benefits of growing your own food
right
is, and how dangerous some of the genetically modified foods can be.
Right.
Maybe it would be a good idea. Maybe it just can't because of the way things are structured.
Well, it's definitely because of the way things are structured.
Things are structured that way, and
it's so hard to change, is what I'm saying. It's all capitalism, That's the
we
problem.
could probably get our podcast pulled off just for talking about it.
Why? Those are such great ideas, Clarence.
I'm just saying, man.
Take all the Clarence's good ideas.
Yeah.
Shout out to old ass Eddie Murphy skits.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, like if you tell because I can remember there was fruit trees in everybody's backyard that I went to go play in once upon a time in Cleveland growing up.
Oh yeah,
There were
yeah.
fruit trees everywhere.
Right.
They disappeared. Did people cut them down, or did people want to get rid of them, or was it an incentive to get rid of them, or did the government spray some shit at night to kill them?
Right.
Or you never know. Like what happened to? How come nobody had fruit trees? For real?
Right. This is true. Yeah,
You know.
it's weird. It's weird.
You
You see
understand what I'm
regular
saying?
trees.
You just regular
Yeah.
trees or trees.
I'm
that-
sure some houses still.
some houses
yeah.
do have the walnuts, and
Right.
but if it was almost like every other house they had, or they had the fruit tree, the pear tree down there. Over here was the peach tree.
Yeah, we used to have a couple down there. Plums.
plums and things like that.
yeah.
The importance of having your own fruit trees and access to things that's grown out of the ground.
right.
Well,
Well, and that's where I'm getting at with the way schools are structured. Like home ec, yeah, they taught you how to cook. There ain't no like gardening.
they don't
like-
really have home ec anymore.
I know. I didn't know that. I'm like, how do you not have home ec? I learned how to sew, cook,
Me too.
and take care of myself in middle school. Like in 6th grade, 7th grade, something like that.
In this environment or time we're living in, the young people, they have no desire to really learn how to drive anymore.
Yeah.
And to cook for what? When you could just order DoorDash
But that's
or Uber Eats or something. Why learn how to drive when you can Uber and catch a Lyft everywhere?
Uber.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, but damn, man, don't want to be self-sufficient. That's the problem, because they need to be self-sufficient on this system. I mean, yeah, not self-sufficient, but on this system is what they need to be. That's how they got them. It's upsetting. That's why I told you I need to start going learn how to hunt and do all that type of shit, because there'll come a time. And as long as I can provide that, you know what I mean, and have food, because everything else, like this summer we're going to do planters in the backyard. We're going to try and grow some stuff and, try that and see how it goes. But, guess.
I was watching this thing on this gentleman. He's actually from Ohio. I can't think of his name right now. And he's one of those individuals that trained his body to live off of food, without food and water. He said you have other energy sources that you can, get your energy from.
Right.
And that's what he's doing.
That's nuts.
It can be nuts, but
does he have a regular job he has to go to?
I think he's
where gets a lunch break and he's gonna go out and soak up the sun for food instead of fucking eating
that's what
something.
He does that, and you know what? He's very thin.
Yeah.
But he's in shape, like thin.
Yeah,
You can see like all of his muscles.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. I'm wasting away so much. Thank God I had some type.
But he looks like he looks like one of the models of the bodies with skin over it. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
How they show the skeleton and then they show the muscles. And
right, yeah.
That's what he looks like to me.
Wow.
I mean, I'm not saying. I mean, but it's just something to look at, to think about and look at, because we're so conditioned.
Look, man. Yeah, you ain't lying.
We're so conditioned to we need water, we need food, but you can get your, if you just, open up you can get energy sources from other things, and the sun was one of them, and he did exercises and things like that. There's other things that he said you can get your energy to survive on.
Oh yeah, but he's definitely a person who values his health, because he ain't drinking beer and talking about I ain't eating no food. You know what I'm saying? He's drinking.
No, he's
drinking beer. You're eating some wings. You getting something.
A very healthy looking person. Well,
it.
he looks thin,
Yeah.
but it's like he don't look like he's like starving. Thin.
Yeah. Well,
Normally
if
you see the large protruding rib cage, and the skinny arms, and
well, I'm sure he eats sufficient amounts of food, but what I'm saying is,
I don't think he eats shit
at all.
I don't think he eats anything.
Not even like a leaf. What the fuck, man?
I don't think he eats anything.
You gotta survive on something.
He exercises.
Then you ain't you'll lose that. How old is he?
I'm not sure, but I'll send you the link. We could talk about it in the next episode.
Wow, that's just weird, man. I mean, because you exert energy. I know you can still regain energy and rest helps you regain stuff like that. But to eat and have no fuel, I mean,
You say you can get your energy from other sources.
is he like going to the ground and grabbing, sucking up energy from beneath?
I don't know.
Is he a superpower? Is he a
He may be. I don't know.
superhero?
Yeah, he might be. I don't know.
Man.
He looks to be in. I'm not saying he's like buff, but
Yeah.
he's like thin and shredded.
Does he have a cape?
He wore like a. He looked like he wore like Indian clothes, like from the country, Bangladesh.
a genie?
Or something. Is he a genie? I don't think he's a genie.
I'm just saying, man. Somebody that doesn't need food and is energized, wearing Indian clothes.
He said he's learned. He teaches class.
Aladdin.
Hey, it could be done, man. I mean, things. It's like everything that we learned from school.
Yeah,
was
I don't
like
know. Yeah,
bull crap. And
yeah.
I think personally that it's a plan to the schools are a plan to make us good workers or prisoners.
Definitely.
And the food group that they said was a balanced meal, which really isn't, is to ensure that their investments in their pharmaceutical company.
Right.
You keep eating this regiment for breakfast, mixing up the water,
Right.
which is the potatoes,
Yeah,
and the chicken abortions, and the
Right.
pig ass, and the cow pus.
You make it
That's
sound so
a
terrible.
balanced meal.
Yeah.
But, what it's doing is eventually it's causing damage,
Right.
in our body as we get older.
Yep.
Well, as I get older,
Yeah.
and a lot of black people, milk does not do their body good.
A lot of people, as they get older, get lactose intolerant.
Yeah, because we're not baby
Shit,
cows.
my cousin, and it's crazy because this happens. He's like, he can't eat like pasta or some shit. Now.
Yeah.
He has to be gluten free or whatever the case.
Yeah, a lot of
which is
people.
crazy.
A lot of people are having negative reactions to gluten.
That's crazy.
I mean, and I'm glad that it's coming out that that's what it is. People need to just leave food alone. Like I said before,
But pasta's
food has been modified to be more appetizing, to look good, better to the eye, to be in quantity.
So what if you make your own pasta? Does it have to be like gluten-free flour? How does that work?
I don't know, man.
Is
I
there
don't know.
gluten-free
I don't know,
flour? I don't even know if there is.
Like, for example, like if you're a vegan, you wouldn't be eating. You'll probably eat a different type of pasta anyway, because you're not gonna have anything to do with the animal. Because the egg, you make the pasta with the egg.
Yeah, true. I'm sure they have vegan pasta, but you don't know who's making how they're making it.
Or
They
how
probably
they're
just
making
sell it. Yeah.
But like I said, food has been
But
modified.
even like vegans and vegetarians, like when they try and it's been told like when they tear up these farmlands, like when they grind all that shit up, they're killing animals and shit in there, as well as grabbing the harvest.
See that's what you got to do. You got to make sure if you're like on the road of like preserving life, you would try to make sure you're not doing.
Well, that's what I'm
you're doing
saying.
it to the
Yeah,
minimum.
yeah.
Like,
Or you got to have your own thing in your house, like you said.
that too. But
Self-sufficient.
like I was saying, that the vegetables and things have been modified.
Yeah.
Corn has been modified.
Right.
Everything has been modified.
Yeah.
Strawberries have been modified. But what I mean is, they made them bigger and brighter in color to be more appealing to the consumer.
Right.
From what they actually look, what people call wild strawberries is initially how strawberries are supposed to look. The strawberries that we all know and love has been modified.
Did you see the ones that are like white?
I have seen some white ones.
I'm like, what are those? And my mother-in-law, they're albino strawberries.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I wonder if they taste like regular strawberries.
I don't know.
But they look like strawberries dipped in like vanilla because they're white. You know what
We
I'm saying?
came across a couple of them. I mean,
Yeah.
we well, where we worked at it,
Yeah.
I just thought they wasn't right.
No, they're probably like in season or something, something like that. Because I don't see them all the time. It
Right.
was just they were there up there, just recently. I seen them at the store. Yeah, man. The way, like I said, man, that's why I always bring up. It's upsetting when you get older and you realize certain things, and it's just like,
Yeah.
Jesus, man. If they would only just, and the worst thing is they just keep wanting to keep control and squeeze down, and keep doing things. It's like, thank God. I mean, I haven't really paid paying much attention to it. They still talking about vid on TV and all that shit. I pay like
I
no
don't
mind to
even
TV.
talk about it here, so you know
I know, right? But you watch TV with your mother, you know, everything.
I mean,
you guys are watching
sometimes
like the news.
I watch the news, but you know, it's like, you know, a lot of times I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay, yeah, you ain't paying all that bullshit. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, a lot of times I'm on the phone, bro.
Making moves.
Trying, making moves, or playing the game.
Right.
One of the two, or something.
Dude.
Yeah, making moves, making my plans for the night.
Yeah. We got plans for the night.
Like which one I'm gonna watch
Ooh.
before I do my self reflections at night.
Ooh, what are you talking about? What do you mean, which one we want to watch? Porno? What am I going to jack off to before I go to bed
Let me
tonight?
see, is it gonna
Make
be
me
you?
nice and rested.
You? Maybe you. We'll see. It's a toss up between you and her.
Oh, yes. I'm feeling a little naughty tonight. Maybe all three. I'm going to find one with all three.
So.
Baby.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That's why, dude, that's the only thing I always thought about with like porn. It's like, see, it kind of lightweight. It's almost like being online because you get to look at whatever, you know, it's like, man, I ain't never had sex with like an Asian chick before, like, but I still get to see what they look like naked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get to see her butthole, you know, and all that stuff. So it's great, people, because you can see these things and not actually physically do that and cheat on your spouse.
So you can see worldwide buttholes. You can see buttholes of the world.
Yes, especially in VR, like right here. I mean, I'm not sure. There's not a specific one that shows these things, but all these things are. You've seen it. I know you've checked it out in VR.
I haven't checked out porn in VR, but it was a.
It's very tempting. You must try.
It was this one thing where it was some pole dancers. They were of Asian descent, and it was three of them. I'm looking at them, and then I looked in the behind me and I said, "Oh, baby, I'm sorry. I didn't even know you was back there. You was back there dancing your ass off, and I didn't even know you was back there. I'm sorry, baby. I wasn't trying to ignore you. I didn't even know how. I didn't even know you were back there." That was pretty dope.
That's dope.
Yeah.
You see a hand come around. Whoa, what's this?
It wasn't anything like that, but they was doing pole dancing, and
Yeah, but when
I
there's
saw them three, but I didn't even know homegirl was back there.
That's
So
hilarious.
So
You
I had
just-
to
you-
start it over and watch her again.
so
Give her all
you
my
are
attention.
just sitting there, they're dancing, and you're like, what's behind me?
Well, it was like I'm looking at her. I'm like, okay, yeah, you doing your thing. I'm looking at you like, yeah, you doing your thing. You doing your thing. Okay, cool. Wait a minute. Oh, baby, I didn't even know you was back there. You know, I had to start over because I didn't want her to think I was neglecting her.
Of course not. You
Or
wanted to
giving her
get
my back.
right.
know what I'm saying? So-
I got to make sure all them bitches were looking at the back. Gotta give it. Oh, so you got to see her private show too.
It wasn't a private show. They were all performing.
But what I'm saying is that so it worked, right? You got to see her dancing.
Yeah,
like,
I watched
now-
her. Yeah.
Now, did you have to turn around, or can you recenter?
You can recenter, but I'm not that advanced. I don't know how to do that yet. I mean, I've done it mistakenly, but I don't know how to do it like on purpose.
That's what happened the first time I tried to jerk off in VR because it kept moving, and I just had to keep moving with it. So I'm right there in a circle jerk.
You're like,
What the fuck? Where you going, bitch? Trying to spin around with it.
yeah, man.
Yeah, but then once I learned how to recenter, I just do like this because I don't want to switch hands.
Oh yeah,
Makes
because
it-
you don't want to contaminate
Yeah,
or grease up your equipment.
exactly.
Yeah.
See, ladies have dildos. We got VR goggles.
Yeah,
I mean, everyone has toys.
you can have a flashlight too.
It's not. Yeah, no. I tried one of those.
Ah.
Yeah, when I was in Iraq. You know, gotta do something, man. So I tried one of those. I was like, perfect. Let me order one of these.
You
things.
ordered one in Iraq.
It wasn't like a fleshlight, but it was kind of like that. Yeah, of course. Oh, we all ordered some weird shit when we were there. Wasn't the same. I can just use my hand.
Basically.
And then you got to clean that shit out and rinse them. Like, come on, who's rinsing their fucking fleshlight in the sink over here? And the goddamn. You see people?
Who cleaned out their fleshlight in the community sink? This is some bullshit. The same sink I brush my teeth in. What the fuzz?
Yes, because they'd have trailers set up for shower rooms and shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't like we got a building.
Maybe you guys should have designated a fleshlight cleaning
Sink.
station. Like, this is. Hey, you're in the wrong sink, pal.
Again, the fuck are you doing? That's one over.
Yeah,
Did you know the rules?
Hey, Justin's over here brushing his teeth in the fleshlight sink.
Ah, shit. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? I think you should. The designated fleshlight sink cleaning station area.
It was good times. But I was like, nah, I'll just do it in a sock.
In a sock.
Yep. Then you just throw that sock in your laundry bag, and boom, they take care of it when you drop your laundry off.
Yuck.
So many crusty socks. So little time.
So many crusty socks.
Oh yeah, that and piss bottles everywhere.
Piss bottles, I understand, but crusty socks,
I mean, I'd pick them up the next.
But
day.
you gotta realize.
I didn't put them on. I threw them in.
Why not? But you gotta realize, like,
they're military issued. Green.
But you gotta realize, like, you guys were it's a lot of young men over there.
Yeah.
So you're gonna probably get a lot of crusty socks.
Definitely. Yeah.
Or other things.
Yeah, there's a lot of filthy women over there too.
I'm sure.
But we weren't around them. It was funny though, because we were like in areas, like they sectioned off with like walls, barrier walls, whatever to protect like incoming. And so, like, they'd have different sections. I guess they had the females over there, and I guess code word over there was, like, yellow paint if you wanted to get some booty, like, pay for some sex. Like,
yellow paint?
People were prostituting themselves out, man.
Really?
Yes.
The GIs?
The girls.
The girl soldiers?
Females,
the female soldiers?
Yes. I never had any contact with them.
You never had any yellow paint?
No. Like, I was with my wife. I was like, if I was single, boy, I'd been making $50 deposit every week. In somebody's mouth, because you get paid well over there.
Wow.
Yeah, you get paid well over there when you're there.
Any gang initiations you saw over there?
No. Like I said, we weren't around them. You know what I mean? Because we were always either going on missions. We didn't stay on base. We stayed on base, but if I wasn't on mission, I was at the gym, chow hall, in my room. My chew. So, but. You got Air Force, you got all them filthies. Dude, there's always, like, some type of cases over there. There was people in our thing that got busted messing around with underage, not underage, but enlisted, like, younger, like, they're of age, but, shouldn't have been messing with them because they're higher rank and things of that nature.
Younger, higher ranks? Or the guys were higher ranks?
Guys were higher ranks messing with females in lower rank situations that is frowned upon, obviously, and being married and, never a good look, So it was great for me. I got to stay away from, I wasn't married, but I still stayed away from all those situations.
Yeah.
You know what we're doing? We had to go on missions. I ain't trying to get no booty. And if I wanted to, I'd jerk off in my goddamn room. The best thing about the last part was the last deployment was me and my buddy, we both shared a room. But his missions, like, we shared every other night. Like, he'd have to go lead the section one night, I had to lead the section the next night. So we were always in the room by ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Because we were both, squad leaders, so we both had those responsibilities. But we didn't go out on the same night. So we always had our spot to ourselves for the most part. And that's kind of how it worked. My section would stay in, but like the drivers and the gunners, unfortunately, they got screwed. Sorry, guys. I know you're not watching all of them, but they had to go out like every night. Like the guys on foot, we were like switching off but those dudes got ran into the ground.
Wow.
It was unfortunate. And they were always like, they had to go to the motor pool and make sure the vehicle was, in good condition and shit like that. But my guys, they were all like country motherfuckers that loved working on shit anyway, like trucks and shit. So I was like, kudos. you guys are my vehicle in charge of my shit. Because you had to pick people, do all that stuff.
Right.
So it was one of those deals. It almost felt like a draft. Like, when you had to have... Not always. People were put in squads. But
Right.
there was a time I had to choose between a couple guys. And I'm like, yeah, give me him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, it was good. Good times. Yellow paint.
I thought it was like bukkake or something.
That's probably what happened after they yelled yellow paint. A lot of cuckolds and bukkakes going on. Well, filthies. And people smoking duster.
What's duster?
Dude, the duster.
Oh, the air.
Yeah.
They inhaling it?
People were getting fucked up.
Oh, wow.
They had to watch selling that at the PX because people were getting all fucked up on that shit.
Well, what about the whipped cream?
No, I don't think they did anything with that. I don't even know if they sold that there. It was just a
Okay.
duster because everyone has electronics. In Iraq, you need
I
to
need to clean my...
Yeah. While I'm doing that, dude, they have a picture of our dude in a unit who knocked the fuck out with a can and a straw. He's like,
Get out of here.
because he was so fucked up.
Those things do irreversible brain damage.
Oh, well, he wasn't the smartest motherfucker to begin with.
It probably was because of the dusters.
No, well, yeah, I don't know what he did prior to going on deployment.
Probably hoof and paint.
Probably. Most likely. Dude, you meet a bunch of
Or sniff or
crazy
Sharpies.
motherfuckers, yo. I met a lot of good people in the military, but there's
I'm sure.
a wild group, man. It's hilarious. People were having shit sent to them. Like
Sharpies?
No, alcohol and shit.
Oh, okay.
I drank, I think, twice. 2 times I was in Iraq. I think. Yeah, one was, and I think both times were for somebody's birthday.
Okay.
I had a drink with them,
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not on missions or anything, I didn't we didn't have a mission to go to or anything like
Yeah.
that. But yeah, that was it. And we drank near beer. We would
What
drink.
is near beer?
It's alcohol free, kind of like O'Doul's.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And where would you get near beer from?
they had them in the chow hall, so you can actually feel like you're drinking a beer, kind of. So we'd smoke cigarette and drink a beer.
Near beer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did that a couple times. Mostly just because I was smoking a cigarette.
Were you did you feel anything?
Not at all, no. But it was just the fact that it was a cold beer.
Yeah.
That's all we had. That was the first deployment when we were in Saddam's sister's palace. Yeah.
In the Sisters Palace?
Sister's palace. And to Crit. Shout out to Crit. All those peeps.
This episode of the Midnight Paco Podcast brought to you in part by the Acumen Paralegal Services help you help yourself the legal way. The services that they offer is they help with documents that need to be typed, guardianships, probate, divorce, wills and trust, complaints, business organization, financial planning, and legal research and writing. Go ahead and give them a call at 216-727-0049 or 216-456-2000. Michelle White will get you right.
That's right. All right, people. You can follow me on Just Full of Comedy on Instagram as always.
And I am _great Corey Coree on Instagram, and you can follow us both on the Midnight Paco Podcast on Instagram because we
right.
both monitor that one.
Real quick, sometimes I'd be like, I'm gonna let him answer that. I'll leave that one for him.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? We appreciate everybody that
Yes,
reaches
sir.
out. You know what I'm saying? You dig?
Yeah.
Everybody that reaches out.
You don't know who you're gonna get sometimes as a response.
Yeah,
Depends on who gets it first.
You know what? We monitor them.
We try and give love.
Yo, Jay, you see that one? Or
Yeah, definitely. We're always checking it, because that's what we do on the gram.
Yeah.
Check ours, check that. So make sure you're doing that, people. Share it with everybody. Check out the website, JosephFullerComedy.com.
Mine is under construction. It's coming.
Get it. Thank you, everybody. Love you all. Stay safe. Peace out.
Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast. Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast. 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 Midnight Paco. Midnight Paco Podcast.